Hey, I won't stop. I teamed up with a broom and a mop. And now I got IBS on my intestines, feeling like it's tied in a knot. Tim, it must be all the champagne.
Finished my first training run for the half marathon. Yeah, feels good. Definitely a tough challenge to do. I'm not someone who runs. I cycle everywhere, but my cardio is in dogs, mate. It is like trash. And but yeah, I thought it was more like a 10k. It felt like a 10k, but I stopped the mark, and it's literally like 5.7 or something. So yeah, but look, I was out drinking yesterday, and I feel this dough on me. I feel this water retention on me. Sorry for the camera angle. I just wanted to put in. I can never remember what I want to say when I do these kind of videos, but one thing I can remember right now is when I woke up this morning, I was thinking about age. Now I feel like I'm getting older. Well, everyone is obviously getting older, but I started freaking out about when I turn whatever age, and then I've only got a year till this age, and then 2 years, 3 years till when I'm here. Like, do you know what I mean? Then you're close to 30, and it's like, what? Now, I just wanted to put out a bit of encouragement, because thinking in that way and splitting up time into these portions of which you've not even lived, so much, obviously, as everybody knows, can happen in a year, and your age, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 31, 32, these years, so much can happen in them, and you can be a completely different person one half of the year, and in a completely different space in the second half of the year. So to those in their young 20s, because that's my experience, the first thing you can try and learn to do is stop worrying about age, because I hear it all the time now. I'm getting so old. And I work in one of the pubs, and I'm one of the eldest of the youngest, if that makes sense. You've obviously got some 27-year-olds there and that, but when I'm being called like old, I'm so old. Like, I know obviously it's all jokes and that, but it just seemed to be a thing of the young generation to think that as soon as you get to 22, you're past it. And I think that's just because of our culture. Society is so quick. You know, you want to have a job as soon as you come out of uni, you graduate at 21, boom, grad job, then you're already climbing up the ladder. And the reason for me trying to make this channel anyway is to talk to the people that I've kind of who have struggled with that, I guess. And that's why the name I've given myself, Kairos, literally means like the opportune time, because there's never the best time to do. Obviously you're gonna have good times if you're trying to be a footballer, you got to start when you're like 3, but the majority of things you don't need to be having done that when you're 21. And now that you're past 21, or now that you're past 18, you're beyond it. It's just a really silly and limiting mindset, and I feel like it's a mindset of people who are anxious and spend too much time in their heads, which literally is the definition of me. So yeah, I just want to put out some encouragement. Like, I literally woke up today hungover, but immediately went on the run, and like I said, I'm so bad because I thought it was like 10k. I pause it, but I get to the end, I stop it, and it's literally like 5.7 or something. Oh my days. And the pace was so slow. But yeah, it's helping to wake up every day and just think that if I put in, you hear it all the time, everyone be saying it, just put in the hard work each and every day, wake up and just think, yeah. But when you're in that depressive, anxiety ridden mindset, doesn't matter what people say, you will wake up and you just will be consumed by the worries, by the anxieties, by the stresses, and you will self-sabotage literally everything. If you know, bro. You will self-sabotage everything. So ways to get out of that. You know what, I'm gonna see if I can try and use my headphones. So if we're trying to get out of our heads and into the present and into the body, step 1 is to embrace what's happening to the body and what's happening to the mind. And if you're waking up and you're stressed, you must embrace those emotions, as hard as they may be. Now, there was a time when, this is a couple years ago now, where something happened to me. Something happened, and I couldn't handle it. It was to do with a girl, obviously. It always is, bruv. It always is. It was to do with this girl, and it was a final breaking down of a relationship after a long time. We're talking like 4 years, where it's on and off and all that kind of stuff. But the noise in my head, because I had not faced up to it beforehand, became so strong. It overpowered, and no matter what TV show I watched, no matter what Netflix thing I put on, no matter what TikTok, you know what I had? I was in my room, student room, a couple years ago. I had the TV on. I was watching like Him and Her or something, like old BBC show. Then I had TikTok up, like Peterson and all of that, just going through. I was actually trying to find some help, man. I was trying to find some clarity, some advice, and I felt undone. And to anyone who's felt undone before, completely undone, it is a dangerous place to be. It's a dangerous place to be where you can't switch your mind off, where you can't choose, okay, I'm going to accept this thought, I'm going to process it, and I'm going to put it over there. When you can't choose that, that's when it gets dangerous. And that's where that's where, you know, suicide and that comes in. And that's what I'm referring to. This is what I was scared of at that time. I couldn't switch it off. And we had train tracks behind the house, and I remember just thinking, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna take my duvet, because I was like laying in bed, like on top of the bed, and everybody was leaving. This is the end of the year. Everybody's going home. I said goodbye to my mate who I lived with, and who I was close with, you know, close to everybody, but close with that guy particularly. And I'm there like freaking out, you know, and weeping, you know. I'm thinking I could take my duvet and put it over the barbed wire and just jump on them tracks, you know. I didn't know. It's hard because I was like, am I taking this thought seriously? Am I not? I started freaking out, you know. Obviously I'm here today, so, and when I think about it, or when I talk about it, I kind of refer to it as like a 80% being there, because when I got picked up, like, I don't want to talk and have there's people in the boats behind me, and I don't want to just spill my life story and have them hear me. But no, I remember on the car back, I just wanted to open the door and shut myself out on the motorway. You know, that's crazy. I'm not trying to trauma dump on here, but I'm saying the importance of allowing little things, allowing in the morning your mind to process what is there, because it's a physical reality. The chemicals are real, it's physical, but it has the mental effects. But if you keep trying to divorce yourself from what's around you, from how you're feeling, from your body, you are going to create a void that will collapse, and that's when you're undone. That's when everything falls apart and you're suddenly left with yourself, and only yourself, but nothing. It feels like nothing, and you feel like you can't switch it off, and you just think, but the only way to numb it now, even though I've tried everything, I've tried pornography, I've tried TV, I've tried all these things. You're thinking this, I've tried TikToks, you know, I've tried playing this game, that video game, I don't know, maybe you've tried gym differently. Obviously, hopefully gym would help, but sometimes you're so up here in the gym, you know, you're not even in the body. You've tried all of that and it don't work, so the only thing left to try is to actually just turn it off, which is just like, kill it. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, you know, kill the thing that's giving you hurt. But anyway, back to the point. If we are trying to get back into the body, out of the mental, out of the mentes, out of thought, and into body mind again, into soma, as Paul would say, then that's the first thing you need to do every single day, is accept the feelings, accept the thoughts that come to you, and don't just go straight on TikTok. This is an imperative. You cannot just go straight on TikTok, you cannot just go straight on YouTube. Even though I still be doing this sometimes, especially in the mornings, but in every time, just allow yourself to feel what your body is trying to feel. If you are hurt, allow yourself to feel hurt. We've divorced ourselves from these feelings of hurt, and we say they're so bad, but they're not that bad. They're not inherently bad. They're trying to tell you what's going on. It's indicative of your soul. You know, it's indicative of the way you view the world. If something bad has happened in your eyes and you feel bad about it, it reflects how you see situations, how you see people. It's useful. And that's what the Stoics would say as well. You know, you can't control what's going to happen, but you can just accept it. That's the only choice we really have. Control the things that you have control over, and that's about it. You can't control anyone else's action. And the freedom you get from that is crazy. Unless you get looped in this thought, you start thinking, I can't control anyone else's action. Okay. And then you get scared, because then you start feeling insignificant, and then you start thinking, you start disbelieving that, you know. But trust in that. You can't control anyone else's action. Only yours, and you can only do the best that you can do. Anyway, I've been waffling now, so I'm gonna end this, and maybe I'll do a run back to the house, but it's gonna be peak.